What an amazing game Brink has turned out to be. Since I got my copy, I've spent hours playing it, and to be quite honest, I didn't even want to come here and do this show. I wanted to keep playing. And we've seen some great things over the last 4 episodes, the amazing scenery from within the Ark, the classes that you can play, and of course the great modes available to you in Brink as well. Today we're going to find out my thoughts on the modes, and of course how the esports scene is going to be reacting to Brink. That's what we're going to be coming up with here in the final few minutes of the Brink intro show. So after a while playing the game, a lot of you might be thinking, if you haven't played Brink yet, what do I think about the game? Well, first of all, I'm going to talk about the single player. It's a really immersive experience that really keeps you hooked on the game. You really feel like you're part of the game, and I think part of that is maybe the smart system as well, but generally it's got a great lifespan. The XP system, which obviously means that the more you play, the more you level, the higher level you get, the more weapons you can unlock, the more cool your character can look, and that's a really great thing for single player, and I think it's a game that will keep you hooked for hours and hours and hours on end. And of course the atmosphere in game is absolutely brilliant, the graphics top notch and very individual as well. You've not seen something with quite the art design of Brink in the past, so I think really a big thumbs up on the single player side of Brink. So as a big fan of team-based first-person shooters and also as a lover of the Quake series, one of the biggest things for me in the game is of course the smart system. The fast-paced movement just makes for such different play every time you pick up the game, both in single player and especially of course in the online mode. You see some moves which you just think, how is that possible? And of course the smart system allows you to do all that. It's easy to learn, but it's going to be hard to master. I can't wait for the next coming weeks and months when we see some videos of those crazy moves. And finally, I think one of the biggest questions on everyone's mind: how is Brink going to come out as an esports game? Probably my favourite subject to talk about in the past, but I think Brink really has a great future. Of course, it's really one of those games which I'd say is a big natural successor to Enemy Territory and, you know, Quake Wars that followed it as well. The objective-based team play is absolutely amazing, completely thrilling. We've also got the smart system in there, which I think for esports is an amazing thing. We've all seen those Quake trick jump movies and the amazing movement that we've seen in other games, but I think the smart system really will bring out something that we've not seen before. Such a fast-paced style of game that's surely to make for a great esports game. But last but not least, I think one of the biggest points is, you know, the developers of Brink have already come out and said this is not just a one-title game. They're going to be releasing more content as they go along, which means that as an esports game, Brink's got a long and bright future ahead of it. So that brings us to a close in our 5-part special introduction series of Brink. I hope you guys have had as much fun watching as I have had playing over the last 5 episodes. And don't forget, you can still get your hands on that great piece of artwork direct from the developers of Brink by sending your answers to the previous 4 questions plus today's answer to brink@esl-tv. And today's final question: how many people can play against each other in the multiplayer mode of Brink? See you.